the Golden Dragon here, and today we are going to be doing part 2 for the Hollow Knight in D&D video that I promised. Yeah, I'm doing it because it's pretty low effort and I promised I would. So yeah, we're doing charms. So first of all, we should explain how notches work. I think if you're going to use notches, they're probably just going to be about they're basically going to be spell slots. I would say, if, you get them when you level up. Perhaps you can find magical artifacts. And as you know, in the game, the most you can get is 11 notches, but I would assume if you are playing a D&D campaign, you might want more than that. So that's pretty much it, It works like it does in Hollow Knight. There's not too much complicated to that. So let's go to charm effects now. So the wayward compass, which just shows your position on the map, it is the most overpowered charm, and if you use it in any boss fight, you will instantly win because it's that powerful. So I suppose in D&D, it just shows your location on the map. I don't know, you may want it to also give like a special bonus to survival checks for like finding out where you are. That might be a little cool thing if you don't have a map on you. Some of these don't actually really apply to D&D, like a Gathering Swarm, Stalwart Shell. I suppose with Stalwart Shell you could, like, say, I don't know, maybe for after you take damage for your next round, you can't take any, maybe. Soul Catcher, just, whenever you strike an enemy, you get, let's say, 1.5 soul points instead of 1 or something like that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the last video in this series, because that's the useful one. This is just the one that I'm making because I said I would. The Shaman Stone, I don't know, add a d6 to spell attack rolls, I suppose. Maybe add a little bit to save DC. Soul Eater, basically the Soul Catcher, maybe 2 or 3 points instead of 1.5 or whatever value you want to do to change it. But remember, the Soul Eater does give you more soul than the Soul Catcher. Dash Master, I guess you can dash twice in your turn. Sprint Master, basically just the mobile feat. Grub Song, gain soul when taking damage, which I think is the Grub Song gives you like a third of the soul you get when you hit an enemy, so yeah. Using decimals in D&D is not advised, but if you want to, I suppose you can. It's just gonna be real broken. Grubberfly's Elegy, or Elegy, I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that. I guess like if you have full health, then it basically just extends the reach of your melee weapon. Fragile or Unbreakable Heart, that it's just temporary hit points like Lifeblood, I assume. Or, not I assume, I'm sure of that. But of course, with this charm you get 2 more masks, but if you unequip it, it goes away. So, temporary hit points, a temporary maximum hit point, however you really want to do that. Greed charm, I don't know, you make more money. Strength, probably either an addition to your attack rolls or damage, maybe both. I'd say like a d4 or something to make it balanced, but you can change the ruling for that if you want to, of course. Spell Twister reduces the cost of souls cast spells, so I guess like instead of 3 it costs 2 maybe. Steady Body, that doesn't apply for D&D. Heavy Blow, doesn't apply either, but I suppose you knock enemies back when you hit them if you want. Quick Slash, you become a fighter. Long Nail, again, just increases range, like Grubberfly, except less fancy. Mark Pride, same thing. Fear the Fallen. When close to death, their strength will increase. I don't know, maybe like a temporary +2 to your strength score when you're at like 10 hit points or below. Thorns of Agony, it's a thorns effect. I'm not sure if there's an actual item for that, but if there is, then it's just that. But I'd say if there's not, probably like a 5 feet square of 1d10 damage maybe. Boulder Shell, when you are focusing, any attacks made to you will, even if they hit, they don't take damage, but cancels your focusing. Fluke Nest, I mean, kinda just flavor it for D&D, but I don't know, maybe you can think of something like that. Defender's Crest, not really sure how you would balance that, so if you have any ideas for Defender's Crest, please leave that in the comments, because I can't think of anything. Glowing Room, maybe like every 2 turns or something like that, you lose a soul point or 2, and then you get a giant fly to help you. Sure, we'll use a giant fly's stat block. Quick Focus, I don't know if I went over rules for focusing, but I guess maybe makes it take a bonus action or something like that. Because I don't remember my own rules, because I didn't watch the last video because I'm stupid. Deep Focus takes twice as long, so maybe it takes your entire turn, but it does give you double the health. Lifeblood, Heart, and Core, temporary hit points. Joni's Blessing disables focusing, but gives you a lot of temporary hit points. Hive Blood heals you over time. Let's say maybe every minute, in-game minute, you gain 10 more hit points, or however many you want a mask to be worth. Spore Shroom, I guess basically cast a weaker version of Fireball on yourself whenever you focus. Sharp Shadow, instead of 5 feet, or it's 10 feet when you dash, and it deals, and you make an attack roll when you do it. Shape of Oon, you can move at half speed when you're focusing, I suppose. Nail Master's Glory, not really rules for nail. I didn't make rules for nail arts, but if you want to implement those, then I guess Nail Master's Glory could be helpful. Weaver Song, I suppose 3 giant spiders help you. Sure. Dream Wielder, again, not really applicable, again, I guess like a bonus action or something. Dream Shield, a shield. It's a shield. The Grim Child, I don't know what stat block you would use, but clearly that's like a basic summoner, maybe like a pseudo dragon or something. Carefree Melody, roll a %, and if it's a certain value, then you don't take damage that turn. King Soul is awful, and you probably won't be using it, but every turn you get a soul point, maybe? That's actually better than what King Soul does in the actual game. And then Void Heart doesn't actually do anything except let you fight the Radiance. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!